Hello everyone and welcome to this video, and as you can see this is what this video is all about from the title, from this image here, 24 SS drivers. The first time I've seen it, there's some big names in there. We got Zocchi, and as you can see we're on in qualifying. This is going to be my fastest lap, and luckily enough it's on my last lap. But what am I going to get? Unfortunately I just run wide a little bit on this first corner, cost me over a tenth at least there. Obviously it affects this whole system of corners. Yeah, but if you have seen the previous video to this, actually, it's the Cayman Interlagos. I call it Interlagos still. I apologise. That's how I've always known it. In F196, when I played this track last, or I think that was the last time I played this track, yeah, that's what it was known as, Interlagos. So I keep referring to it as Interlagos. But I got a 137.4, and I'm on a 137.9 at the moment. So, you know, lots of time in there. First sector, 25.0. That's 3 tenths down on my best. In the last video, Racing Apex spotted this, and you may have noticed it in the replays if you've seen it. Me and Lightning's driving styles are very different, however we achieve very similar lap times. I lost a bit of time at the start of sector 2, which is where he gained the 2 tenths. That was literally just my own fault. I literally lost about 5 miles an hour on the Apex, just because I didn't go aggressive enough into it. Like laps after that, I was gaining all the time in that corner, so I know where the time was. But another interesting thing was, we use different brake balances. So just, you know, give you an idea, Lightning was using +1, so 1 to the rear. I was using -1, 1 to the front. And that's just because I felt I wanted the car a bit more stable on the initial braking, and because I'm trail braking in, the braking towards the front will just help the front get around a little bit more. Because I'm trail braking, of course. So we gained a 10th in the middle sector. We gained another 10th in the last sector, but only 37.9, so, you know, we're 5 tenths off. As you can see, I did enjoy that qualifying, and here's something new for you. This is fast forwarded, don't worry, you're not going to watch all of this, but I thought I'd show off some of the drivers. We've got Zocchi there, 37.5, excellent time. Then we've got 37.8 for Spider, remembering from ESL, another 37.8, this way it gets really close, another 37.8, 37.9, another 37.9, so imagine if I took those 2 tenths off, straight into second place. We've got their own there, 38.0s, got 38, we've got Mosfet there. Some of these liveries are awesome. I love that livery there by Panzerfaust. Azorian Gordo, talk about him in a different video. Spurgy there, and Jamie. Look at that for a livery. I love these liveries, man. In these championships, this is awesome. I need to get some liveries done for sure. A Haribo, look at that. M&M Haribo, absolutely epic. We've got a nice chrome one there. We've got the default livery, a little army one there, and then we've got like a fluorescent green by Gatos. I've got Seb there with a pretty decent livery, and that's like I'm not sure, but that yellow, and you see me say it, look, that's nice. You see me say that, I absolutely love that livery. So let's speed up to the start of this race now. 24 well, it's down to 22 drivers now because Lightning disconnected in the qualifying, unfortunately, as did somebody else, I think. Even so, we are racing here at Interlagos. And we really want to get up near the front as fast as we can, as I think I can race these guys. I can race Zocchi. If you didn't read the description in the last video of the time trial lap before this, I've never raced at Interlagos in GT Sport yet. I did one fun race, which was literally a fun race, but this is my proper series first attempt at it, and I thought it was the last track I needed to learn, but I haven't done Willow Springs yet either, so I still need to do that. Loads of content for me to do. However, as you can see, all clean. 24 top SS drivers racing. It's clean. It looks absolutely amazing in the TV camera. If you're not seeing the Spurgy's footage, his view, because he's a bit further back in the grid, I think he's like 10th or something, just going through the first section, oh my word, it looks epic. But let's get back with this. So we're behind Matu, and instantly I'm right on the back of Matu here, and I'm thinking, how do I get past him? Interlagos is a really, really tight track, like ridiculously tight. You can see up front there, Rick behind Favaros. It's really, really tight. And because I've not raced it in a while, I'd say F196 I think was my proper last time I raced it. I was like 6 years old or something like that. I was doing 2-hour endurance races then, by the way, full length F1 races. But yeah, that was the last time I properly raced it. Where can I overtake on this track easily? Now, at first I was thinking, let's see what slipstream's like here. I've not tested this at all, and as you can see, it's not that strong. Not strong enough where you could get a, you know, a run out the corner, or a fairly good run out the corner, and actually catch up. You can see it's just working a little bit here. Obviously he's got the ones in front, but they're not as he's not as close to them as I am to him. So through this section we go. You can see Matu is pushing hard. I'm pushing hard, and we keep pushing. I'm worrying about Dayron a little bit behind, but I have got a bit of a gap. I think somebody may have gone for a move. He may have had to defend. We've got a bit of 2-second gap, so I can just work this out a little bit. We get 24.9 there. Fast in our qualifying sector 1 there, so it shows you the paces there in the car. I think if I had a bit more practice, because I was out in the day, I literally had, I think it was like half an hour before the race to even have a go at this combo. So, you know, I was pretty happy with my pace. And even to be here, 6th place, if you look on the bonnet, it says number 20. It expects me to finish 20th. If I get higher, I will get improved driver rating, and trust me, it goes up. But as you can see, it's all very close up front at the moment. Still Zoki, Spider for us, Rick, Matu, myself, Dayron and Panzerfaust. You've seen some of these guys in other videos. I think I raced Matu in my first manufacturer race or second. You can just see there, Rick makes a mistake. Matu jumps right on that, gets on the inside, and gets that position. So I'm wishing here at this point, I wish I was staying a bit closer to Matu, because I think I could have been in there to gain a position. Even so, we're still in there. 3-way battle at the moment between Matu, Rick and myself. But as I said, I've got to keep worrying about Dayron in there. He wasn't far off in qualifying. Yeah, something to worry about. So as we head towards start-finish line to start lap number 3, you can see a 1:38.5. The pace isn't there at the moment. As I say, I'm just getting used to it. I'm getting used to the slipstream. There's a bit of dirty air in there as well. So yes, you benefit from slipstream on the straights. You obviously then benefit, it's not really a benefit, from the dirty air in the corners, so you have to worry a little bit more about that. But as you can see, 3-way battle. Look at the TV camera now. Oh, look at that! I love it, man. Oh, honestly, I when I saw the top 24 superstars race, or that it was listed, I was like, I want to have a go at that. I really want to have a go. And it's not literally just the fastest times, because I know somebody in the top 10 who didn't get in. Or I think, no, it wasn't top 10. He just got knocked out of it because of me. He went down to 11th, 12th. It's based on your driver rating, your safety rating, and a few other bits. You can see Rick goes a little bit wide here, so I did try and put my nose in a little bit, but I wasn't close enough in. But it's based on a few criteria. I don't even think it's just license or lap times as well. I think there's other stuff. As I say, I'm number 20 here, so there's possibility there was other S drivers that didn't even make it into this race. But yeah, we've got 24 SS drivers, so down to 22 now with the disconnections. But still, it looks bloody good, I've got to say. There's 3 drivers fighting for the victory there. Got 3 drivers fighting for 4th place as we all run slightly wide. Dayron is catching us up here, so you know this. We are being slowed down a bit, and I can tell we're being slowed down a bit. I'm having to brake a bit earlier just because of the dirty air, and keep going. So we just advance a lap. As you can see, the gap's hardly changing here. We are still in the 38s, and I can feel the pace is slow. Really can. As you can see, I get close. I get really close. Wow, I get really close. And as you can see, Dayron's joined the fight as well now, so it's a 4-way, 4th position. Yeah, oh my word. This is good fun. Look at my throttle here. There's nowhere to go. It's too wide. I'm having half throttle here. I really wish I'd have gone on the inside with Matu there, because I have a funny feeling I could have scared Rick maybe out the way a little bit, got right behind Matu. But I am after a clean race as well. You know, there's no prize at the end of this. The prize for me in these races at the moment is a clean race. And as you can see, Rick runs wide. Here we go. Look at this for an inside move. Do we pull it off? Do we pull it off? We don't. Rick gives me enough room there, but he's now at the inside for this left-hander. Really well played there by Rick. But he keeps position. As I say, it's a really hard track to overtake on. Really, really hard track. But my prize for me racing in these is just the cleanliness. Oh my word. When you have a race like this, and I can't explain it until you have one, with 22 people willing to race clean, and fair, and you know everyone's fighting, everyone will give them space when space is needed, etc. It's just amazing, and you can have cracking races whether you're fighting for 12th, 15th, 20th or 1st. It's the same. Obviously if you're fighting for the lead, it's a little bit better than 20th, but even so, a good battle is a fun battle. That's all I can say. As we start lap number 6, it's still all very close up front, and Rick uses that yellow on the right hand side. Now when I tried to use that, the car got very, very fishtaily under braking, which is why I stayed just off that. I don't think there's as much grip there as I expect. He just does that to obviously get the better angle at the corner. I don't. And as you can see, the last lap, a 1:39.0. We're getting slower here, and we have lost a bit of ground to these guys. Once again, a 24.9 sector 1, so you know, better than our qualifying lap, but not as fast as our, of course, time trial lap, which was at what sector 1 was a 24.7. But as you can see, I'm going through here, same line all the time. Just come up to this braking zone, hard braking zone. I'll explain where I brake there, but I just brake too deep. It's going to put me up under all sorts of pressure. If you look at the radar, you can see Dayrone right behind me here. I've never raced Dayrone. I've seen him on the leaderboards, but I've never raced him, so I don't know what to expect from Dayrone. And I say I'm after clean racing, so let's see what he can do. I'm not going to fight too hard, because one thing I did sort of want to do is get back into a rhythm. I had no rhythm here, which is half the reason why I ran wide. When you have no rhythm in a race, it can get really... you can make a lot of mistakes. It can cost you a lot of time. So I'm going to keep trying to build this pace up to get back into the 37s. But I needed to back off a little bit as well at the same time from Rick, just to get that. Because if you're right close behind somebody and they're fighting, you're having to brake earlier, brake later. You know, you have to do a lot of different things that you don't normally do. So we head towards first corner, and we come in. We just turn in a bit too tight there, really. It compromises us here. You see half throttle through there. Dayrone right on my trumpet here. You can see that on the radar. Look how close he is. You can see Matu and Rick as well up ahead. They're fighting extremely close. But I don't fight too hard here. I'm thinking, okay, you want to go for it? It's, you know, I'm going to stay with them. Even if it's a three-way battle, I'll stay with them. I wanted to build some rhythm. So Rick just runs wide there. Very slippy area there. Surprised he didn't spin. Really well held there by Rick. But three-way now. Up front, I could just build my pace up, and that's what I was aiming for. I had enough gap behind to MOSFET. Spurge is making progress in the field, up to 9th position. But we weren't going to catch the top 3 at this point. It was a battle for 4th. Whatever you say, it's a battle for 4th, and I wanted some rhythm back in this. As you can see, we're on lap number 7 now. We have been advancing. I don't know if you noticed the transitions on that. We have been advancing a little bit through this race, and I've still not managed to do the thing I want to do on these videos yet. I'm designing it at the moment, so it's nearly here. Some parts are ordered. You will see it soon on the videos that I mentioned a while ago. But you see Matu's breaking away a little bit. Rick's obviously pushing like crazy trying to overtake Matu, so some mistakes coming in. But we advanced to lap 13 and status quo. But look at the lap times now. We've dropped back into the 37s. We're all in the 37s now here, so all Matu, Rick, Dayrone and myself. So now I'm looking where to overtake it. Dayrone's had a brilliant run out the last corner. Absolutely brilliant run. So he was just close enough where he could get a little bit of slipstream, because it's not that strong, and just get on the inside. So really well played with that move there by Dayrone. Rick gave him just enough room there. All fair play. And now Rick's looking to get on the inside, just on the curb. Though the curbs can be treacherous on this track. As we then head towards the end of sector 1. You can see we've built the gap far from 8th position MOSFET there, so it really is the battle for 4th place, and Matu's got that bit of space at the moment. But if Dayrone can put some time in here, he may be able to catch him and try and pull the same move he did on Rick. I'm obviously learning at this point. As I say, I've not raced this track in a long while, what I can do. But I'm going to start pushing here, because I do want to gain a position. Started in 6th. It'd be nice to finish in 6th position, so I haven't lost anything. And as we come through here, it's all very nice, all very close. As you can see, TV camera looks epic. Imagine if we all had our custom liveries, that'd be awesome. But coming up to here, look at Rick. Ouch! So I'll slow down, and I don't know if I tap him there a little bit. It's by mistake, obviously, because I'm expecting him to accelerate out a bit more after the slide. Really well held. Normally when you clip that grass, you go flying. He held it. As you see, it was very tight around that fast left-hander. But we're up to 6th position, and we've got one lap to hold Rick off. So what I'm going to do now is leave you just for this last lap, and then I'll come back in with the battle for 6th position with Rick. Enjoy. And what a finish. Oh my word. See, I enjoyed that. I'd say I'm looking for clean, fun races, and that was awesome. So really well played with Rick, holding that there. He did give Matthew a good battle, honestly. And that begs the question, do you want to see the full races of these? I'd say the 24 minutes in length, as you can see. Congratulations to Zoki, by the way, for the win. Or do you like the highlight way that I do it? I'm not entirely sure. Do let me know. But as I say, what a race. Now, I suppose the other thing here with these races is, if you've not seen, is the points system for these races. As we get our little cinematic here. I can't wait to get a livery on this car. I'm going to put a livery on this car. But is the point contribution. So what you get a baseline of 2,000, which I think is right, because this is the best of the best. I think if you're competing in this, at least you should get 2,000. But then look at the points this race. You get 300% increase plus the 2,000. So I got 9,261. Zoki got 11,000. Absolutely incredible. So I'm just looking for the ready-made messages here. You can see some fun messages in there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd say leave a comment if you have got any, if you want to see the full race or not. But that's it for now. There's another video there if you want to watch that. There's my logo if you want to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.